Namaskar. Every living being loves their life, not only human beings, but all beings love to live, explore, be. They love to raise their young and find happiness in life. But physical life is temporal, governed by the sands of time. It comes and goes for all. There are none who live eternally. So the question arises, not only for human beings, but for all beings. What happens to you? The yogis have said that you reincarnate. You come back again and again in different bodies. You put the bodies on like a change of clothing. You wear it till it wears out, you take it off. Then after a little time, you put a new one on. And in this way, you evolve your knowledge, your wisdom, and your understanding of truth and the nature of your own being and the universe around you. As mind grows in magnitude, as you begin to experience the love and devotion around you, as you begin to experience the one eternal nature of being, the expansion of your consciousness, of your mind, grows. And from life to life, as you take different forms, different bodies, as you experience different situations, in each and every situation, the opportunity is there. The opportunity to grow, to become expansive. Not only in your intellectual knowledge with the mind, but in the knowledge from the heart. The knowledge that is held in your feelings, in your love, in your truth. That knowledge is more significant than the knowledge of the mind. The brain comes in the physical body, holds a certain amount of information, then passes. But the knowledge that is there remains. Not the particular circumstances. It fades with the memories in the brain. It is there, but in the higher mind, unassociated with the brain. But it is not expressed because there is no brain. There is no function. Sometimes when you first enter a body, it may be remembered, but then oftentimes it is lost because there needs to be an adaptation to the new circumstances so that you may grow, learn, and acquire knowledge also from that. Slowly, slowly, mind grows in magnitude. Knowledge of the deeper self comes to you. You become able to more easily change your perception from the sensory experience of the body to the experience of the soul, the experience of the Atman, the self within you that goes from life to life, that is conscious and aware. Some people will say this is consciousness. Others will say it is awareness. It is living, vital, intelligent, aware being. And this aware beingness knows your expression. Without this knowing consciousness, there would be no one to experience the senses, experience the brain function, the nervous system, the sensory experience. And without that, the body would die. So this witnessing intelligent awareness is not your brain. It is your spirit, your consciousness, your awareness that knows everything that your brain processes, but is not bound by the brain. When the body dies, the brain ceases to function. But this aware beingness, aware intelligence continues, never departing. And in this aware beingness, there is, when it is awakened to its own nature, self-realization. And in this self-realization, in this awakened state, knowledge comes not of the senses and the brain and the body, which are inhabited, but knowledge of the spirit, of your own self, of the witness of all of this. And with this knowledge comes the truth, the understanding that you are more than this body, you are more than these senses, you are more than your daily experiences. You are eternal, immortal being. Beyond the pale of good and evil, which are part of the human experience. This conscious, aware beingness ever is unchanged by time. It's a knower. And as your awareness moves from absorption in that which is time limited, in the body and the body-mind, then in the basket of karma and the subtle bodies, again this awareness draws inward to the knower of all of these experiences, which pass, have a beginning, a center, and an end. Finally, awareness comes to the witness, and that witness, that self of yourself, has neither a beginning, a middle, nor an end. That knowing, intelligent, aware being always has been, is, and always will be. That which it is absorbed in witnessing changes, but the knower remains. When you watch a movie on the screen or the television. You become absorbed in the movie. You think you are the players. You think you are the actors. And you become absorbed in the plot. You think it's happening. In that moment, you are experiencing it. You are absorbed. But then you step back and you see, no, you are not the experience. You are the witness of that which is. You are the one who experiences that information, experiences that changing landscape. You are the viewer on the television. You are the viewer of the movie. The movie comes and it goes, but the viewer remains and goes on to view other things in the drama of life. But the viewer, the real viewer, even of the movie, is not the body which is sitting there with the senses, viewing the movie, viewing the experiences of life, not the brain, but the awareness. But awareness is a very cool thought. When we think of awareness, we think simply of knowing. But this knowing is a knowing that is of the heart. So it's a conscious, intelligent knower, but the quality of knowing is love. It knows through love. And that cosmic nucleus, that knower of all that is always attracting the whole universe towards it. And in the human realm, that attraction is experienced as love. So knowledge, pure knowledge of the mind, is not sufficient to know the self. There also needs to be the knowledge from the heart. So eventually the knowledge in the mind and the right thinking drops you down into your heart. And there you gain a knowledge that is not composed of thoughts which come and go, but which is composed of being. That knowledge is eternal, immortal, undying. So, if you want to know God, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, don't rely only on your thoughts and desires. Let yourself open your heart. Feel your passion to know, and then passion to love. Because the true knowledge comes with surrender. It comes with letting go, not acquiring knowledge. Who is acquiring that knowledge? Is it the ego, the person that you are, that you identify with? The acquisition of knowledge is not sufficient. It's when you can open the heart and love enough to sacrifice your own self on the altar of love, to sacrifice your ego, your individuality on the altar of love, to bring yourself to let go of all your desires to know, to accomplish, to be, all your inferiority complexes that you have not been adequate in some of this. To be willing to let it all go. And say, "Oh Lord, I know nothing. Oh Lord, I have achieved nothing. Everything I have belongs to you. It's from you, of you. It belongs to you. I give it all back. I am yours. Whatever is your will, I accept." With this surrender, when you let go of your grasping, of your need to hold on, to acquire, which is the natural instinct of the body. There is nothing wrong with it. Without it, you would not live very long. It's a natural part of the body functions. But there comes a time when it stands in your way, the acquiring of knowledge, acquiring of position, acquiring of approval of others, acquiring of love of others. There comes a point in spirituality, the true path is letting go. Letting go of all your acquisitions. Letting go of all your efforts. And offering everything in surrender. When you say with all your heart, "Not my will, but thine, I will be whatever is your will," then grace can flow to you truly, deeply, because you're not trying to acquire it. You're not standing in the way. You're willing to allow divine expression. You're willing to allow grace and love to govern your life, not from your own will, not from your own effort, not from your own desire, but letting all of that still, surrendering it back, listening to the small voice within, allowing the universe, the divine will, to govern you. And when you are in this surrender, in this acceptance, life changes. Life becomes more available. Love becomes available. You are loved unconditionally. You are surrounded by divine grace. It is time to let that in. It is time to let go of all aspirations, to surrender, and then to listen, to notice the flow of this universe. Some have called it the Tao. Some have called it Dharma. Some have called it the will of God. Be in that flow. Meld yourself into the flow. Be in that river of grace. And then, as you do that, you begin to align with the will of the infinite, with the creative forces of the cosmos. You become an embodiment of the goddess or the god. The love that flows through is that love, not your love, that love. And your true nature emerges in your awareness. This is the path within the path, the way home. Try it. See the results. All right? All right? Do you have any questions?
Namaskar. Just to say that there is still so much ego. However to get rid of it. It's just another, or how many lifetimes to practice it.
Imagine that the secret is surrender. Imagine that it's gone. And that which you have been calling ego is the divine will within you, manifesting itself. Find the divine everywhere. There is nothing outside of the divine. It's all your perspective. Change your beliefs. Change your perspective. Feel that you are letting go, and then divine will is guiding your every move, your every life, your desires of the mind. Everything is guided. It is part of the will of the universe, part of the cosmic flow. Identify with that, not with the ego. It is a belief that you are governed by the ego. Do you understand?
In a way, yes.
Yeah. The goddess, the god, she is governing you, your every move. You are part of the cosmic flow of creation. Surrender, thy will, not mine. Just keep this going. Change your viewpoint, change your orientation, and everything will change. There is a love that surrounds you that is profound. It's within you. You are that love. Simply recognize it and surrender all of your thoughts and your beliefs to the lotus feet of that beloved, of that love. And say, thy will, not mine. Then let that flow through you. Feel as if she is flowing through you all the time. All right? Meditate. Sangatadvam, Sanghadadvam, Sangomanansi, Janatam, Devabhagam, Yata Purve, Sanyananam, Upahasate. Samahani vaya kuti samana hridaya nivaha samanamastu omanam nadata upahasate. Nityam Shuddham Nirabhasham Nirakaram Nirandaram Nityabodham Chidanandam Guru Brahma Namah. Vakandamandalakaram Yatam Yena Charataram Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bhagyantimirandasya Gyanandana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Gurudeva Maheshwara Gurudeva Parama Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Savadravayam Jagadguru Tubhyameva Shamabhavi.